What's up, everybody? Welcome back to G.O.A.T Sports. So today, I am basically gonna be talking about, I know that's old news, that Dak Prescott didn't reach the final, the long-term deal with the Dallas Cowboys, but I am going to basically be elaborating on that, as well as telling you guys my top 3 teams and how I think Dak Prescott will do if he does go there in 2021. So as you all know, Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys did not reach a long-term deal as they wanted to. Dak wanted to, as the reports are saying, but they could not, and so Dak signs the franchise tag. They do not get a long-term deal. Dak's brother is really mad. Says he's not a Cowboys fan anymore. I mean, there's no more signs. There's all of these red flags saying that he will leave in 2021. But if somehow he does not leave, then I'm being stupid right now. Anyways, let's say he does leave. The Cowboys do let him test free agency. Well, then I think these are the top 3 teams that could go and get him. Probably. So, number 1, of course, my favorite team, the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, I don't know why people think Chris Ballard isn't going to make that move if he gets the chance. I mean, he even said last year, if Dak Prescott were to hit free agency, he would throw money at him. You can check that. That's a real quote from Chris Ballard. My next team would be the Chicago Bears. I mean, just imagine with that defense, Super Bowl contenders. Matt Nagy with Dak Prescott. You can get away. You can release Mitchell Trubisky, get some more cap, maybe get another receiver to complement Allen Robinson, or maybe even be better than Allen Robinson. There's so much possibilities. So yeah. Also, the third and final team is the Minnesota Vikings. Yep, that's right. Minnesota. I know they have Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is getting old. Dak Prescott is young. Kirk Cousins, even though he won that game against the Saints, I mean, the Vikings always beat the Saints. But also, he didn't win any primetime games in the regular season. He just won that one playoff game. So I think that the Vikings, if they could get him, they also could be Super Bowl contenders. Maybe not Super Bowl contenders. They're not as good. I think they're one of the most overrated teams. No offense, Vikings. But yeah. So now I'm gonna give you my thoughts on if Dak Prescott were to go to these 3 teams, how well I think he would have done. So I think that if Dak would have gone to the Indianapolis Colts, the Colts become Super Bowl contenders. I mean, they have the rushing attack. They have the receiving core. Unless T.Y. does get injured like he just did before training camp, but everyone says he'll be fine. I mean, if T.Y. can stay healthy, wide receiver 1, you got him right there. He's old, but maybe just a little bit out of his prime. If he can stay healthy, he's a good player, and he gets a good quarterback. He is a good player. But, so, basically, if Dak Prescott can somehow get released, then I think the Colts will be a really good contender for him. And not just because of that receiving core, that rushing core. The reason why free agent quarterbacks want to go to the Colts, of course, the offensive line. I mean, he will have almost a mirror reflection to the Cowboys offensive line, maybe even better. In my opinion, they are. So, I'll just name them. You got Quentin Nelson, Anthony Costanzo, Ryan Kelly, Brandon Clark. No, not Brandon Clark. I'll go back. Mark Lewinsky, Brandon Smith, that's his name. Yeah, get him. The defense is one of the youngest, with, of course, leading the Maniac. Then you got Malik Hooker. I don't know why we declined him, but we did. You've got Kenny Moore. You've got tons of young pieces on that team. Just imagine, literally just Super Bowl contenders. That's all you have to say. Next up is the Bears, where I think the Bears have a lesser defense than the Colts, offense than the Colts, but have a way better defense. I mean, that defense is arguably the best in the whole league. If Dak Prescott can like carry them to like maybe even an NFC champion, carry them to the NFC championship, maybe even the divisional round, they'd be pretty happy with that. As Mitchell Trubisky has not been able to do any of that. I mean, you release Mitchell Trubisky, you try and trade Nick Foles. If not, maybe, wait, is his contract expiring? I don't know, I'll check that later. But if his contract is expiring, you let those two quarterbacks go. You make money for Dak Prescott. You get him, unless if the Colts do want to go after him, then they'll win any bidding war. But let's say the Colts don't want to. Philip Rivers does amazing. They want to re-sign him. Then they can win any bidding, not really any bidding war, but I think they can get him and get him excited enough with that defense. And third and last but not least, we got the Minnesota Vikings. Just imagine the Minnesota Vikings. They got the rushing attack, like Dalvin Cook. They got the receiving core, even without Stephon Diggs. They still got Adam Thielen. They still got... Okay, I don't really know. They got the tight end and Kyle Rudolph. The offensive line is mediocre. Then you got the defense, which even though they lost some key pieces, they still have a pretty good defense. I mean, you still have Harrison Smith. You still have Anthony Harris. In my opinion, they are one of the most overrated teams as of right now in the NFL. But honestly, they're not as bad as people who think they're overrated think they are. So yeah, that's my opinion on where I think Dak Prescott could go and how well he would perform in those teams. If you like this video, make sure to go down there and like. And if you want me to make more style videos like this, where you just hear my voice and you just see these highlights of like now Dak Prescott, then make sure to like this video and comment that you want to see this more. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.